Hello to the hockey family. It is Monday, January the 26th. Weekend here was just a little bit chillier than normal.
Yeah, that's
Obviously,
mean. That's mean of you to say
yeah.
for the people up north.
Well, I know
Just sounds
winter
like
weather going across. My
yeah,
mom called me from Saskatchewan asking if we were in the eye of the storm. I was kind of doing a geography lesson. I was like,
yeah.
no, we're okay. So
Mom, it's so cold here, 0 degrees Celsius, right?
yeah,
It's just
tops. It was better than that. So, anyways, we hope that everybody up north is surviving the winter storm, any of the snow and cold that came through there. I know it's got pretty bad some places. So,
I think I haven't. Yeah,
yeah, I don't pay too much attention.
me.
But again, that's mean that we don't have to.
Well, what was really mean was I invited your kid over twice this weekend, and my son was a little disappointed he didn't show up. But that's another. We'll leave that off the video
My
here.
kid would have been disappointed if I mentioned it to him. So
Yeah,
I was a little late getting your text. You were just had a nice relaxing weekend,
yeah, it was good.
and I was yeah, pedal to the metal just on house stuff. So, anyways, um, been a fun week of hockey. That was a cool part of Saturday. Turned on some hockey. Got some awesome games. Got to watch back-to-back OT games.
Yeah,
Some
really good
great
hockey.
goals. It's been
Yeah.
fun to watch.
Uh,
Looking back last week, just another great example of why you don't want to overreact to geopolitical events.
Yeah. So, right, and it kind of kicked off last weekend, but
Yeah,
just a lot of this narrative surrounding Greenland and what's going on. Is there military potential? Um, and obviously, the media makes a big fuss about everything there. Tariff threats going back and forth, and at the end of the day, at the end of the week, markets largely unchanged, right? So, maybe it's more just security, whatever. I'll leave the political mumbo jumbo to those networks, but in terms of like the economic impact, as is the case, as you mentioned, like another reason why you typically do not want to overreact to geopolitical headlines, because market takes a pretty good hit as peak uncertainty of that event was unfolding. Sure enough, they worked things out in that regard, and markets are just fine through the weekend. So you did see the U.S. dollar weaken a bit against some other major currencies. Again, you hear us harp on this a lot, just why international diversification is so important. And I think maybe the reason we bring it up so much is just particularly for like a North American investor, like U.S. Like we see uh, way too large of allocations. Kind of that home bias is what it's referred to. Because as some of you are aware at this point, particularly if you follow some of our work on the portfolio side, like international markets outperformed the U.S. by a wide margin in 2025. And while you can't be certain the way things are going to play out here in 2026, just looking at some of the fund flows kind of early here in 2026, like I wouldn't be shocked if international outperformed again. So again, just make sure you're globally diversified. The other piece on the U.S. dollar becoming a touch weaker, really its lowest level since last September. So kind of a 4-month low on the U.S. dollar, providing a nice little tailwind for kind of anything commodities, right? So you saw gold hit a high, silver hit a high. So yeah, we'll
yeah,
see.
absolutely.
Yeah.
This week, a couple of fun things to look forward to. Got a Fed meeting on Wednesday. Uh, Not expecting to see a rate change come out of that. And then just continuing earnings season, right? Lots of fun earnings coming up.
Yeah, and earnings are always just such a great look at what the biggest and best businesses in the world are seeing, from consumers. So it's just kind of a great eye into what the economy actually looks like
Yeah,
on Main Street. So
absolutely. And then we've continued to have lots of really interesting conversations around the NHL 401k, kind of that post-tax option, the webinar that we put out. We think that's one of those mistakes that we just see you guys make. That's an easy one to kind of workaround. So, I mean, if you are interested in that, the webinar is right below the link below. Click on that. Reach out to us. We'd love to have those conversations.
Yeah, absolutely.
Have a great week. Questions, comments, concerns, reach out.
Thanks, guys. Talk to you soon.